Hello, I'm Kristin and welcome to my channel on healing my body and mind through nutrition and exercise. Welcome back if you've been following along. Welcome if you are new, and make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, follow along, and comment. I love to hear where you are on your journey. If you're starting carnivore, are you just looking into it, etc., etc., let me know in the comments. Okay, so today let's dive in real quick. What personal benefits have you experienced that continue motivating you to follow a carnivore way of eating? This is one of the questions that I got asked recently. Now, oh my gosh, where do I even begin? If you've been following me, you know that the reason I started my why is because I have had depression for over 8 years. I've had anxiety since I was little, but it got worse after my babies. I had fatigue, I had brain fog, inflammation, I have bulging discs in the neck and my low back, thyroid issues, Graves' disease in particular, and gut issues, microscopic colitis. So I have a list of things that I just needed to heal. And I had tried keto at one point many years ago. I tried an elimination diet where I cut out gluten and dairy and eggs and implemented more veggies and less red meat. And that didn't work. That actually made my gut worse. And so I got to the point of, after hearing about carnivore for a very, very long time because of Dr. Sean Baker on the Joe Rogan podcast and my husband bringing it up, and then him constantly telling me maybe I should try keto or even carnivore, I finally just decided to look more into it, especially because my husband started back in October. And for him, it was more about a weight loss thing and just to kind of get healthy overall. And I said, okay, I'm going to look more into this. I'm going to research it. I'm going to see if it's the right fit for me. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to start on January 1st. And that's exactly what I did. And on January 1st, I came in here. You can go check out my day one, and decided to start this podcast to share with you, to share with the world how it went, whether it was good or bad, whether it worked or if it didn't. And surprisingly, even to myself, it worked. It worked so much that I started saying that I was only going to do 30 days. 30 days was my goal. I decided, let's not set big goals. When you're starting out, my tip to you is do not set big goals. Take it day by day, because it's going to get harder before it gets better when you're getting on such an elimination diet like the carnivore way of eating. And so you have to take that in mind. And I said 30 days, small goal, I can do it. 30 days. As I started to reach the 30 days, I knew that I wanted to go to 60. And as I reached the 60, I knew that I wanted to do 90. And then I decided to round it off to 100. Then I later tried a couple animal-based foods to see how my body reacts. Some did good, some did not so good. And so now I'm pretty much, I would say, 90 to 95% carnivore, and the other 5% about animal-based. Every once in a blue moon, I will have an avocado. It does not affect me. And a little bit of raw honey. So those are only really the two things that I've had the most of. I've tried fruit. It's hard for me to say if I really do well with it. There are some fruits like pineapple that I know for a fact that I cannot have. It caused high inflammation in my hands. This was another issue that I had going on beforehand, that I felt like I was getting early arthritis, and I was not diagnosed with that. This is just what I think it was, because I would just get pains here really bad. And when I had the pineapple, it triggered that really bad, on top of triggering my anxiety. So pineapple was definitely a no-go. I have not seen such big inflammation with other fruits, but I haven't really dived into much with having a big amount of them, because I'm a little scared to even implement them in my diet when I'm doing so good. So the benefits: 8 years of depression, gone. I have not felt depressed in at least 5 months. It took at least the first 30 days to really push through and really start healing and releasing all those toxins, right? And probably after that is when I finally started to not feel the depression. Excuse me 1 minute. My kids. Okay, so after that, I started to finally realize, oh my gosh, I haven't had a day of sadness. I haven't cried all day. And it was amazing, because for 8 years, it was almost like living a lie, living this life of constant sadness, crying out of nowhere, not feeling like myself. And I had to still get on with my day. So, not feeling depressed after so long of feeling depressed is, it leaves me speechless. It leaves me speechless because there are no words. And nobody ever said changing your nutrition and going carnivore can heal these things until I started seeing all these testimonies of helping other people. And I said, man, if the doctors of what they're giving me is not working and what I've done before in the past has not worked, then what do I have to lose? That it doesn't work and I'm still depressed, or that it works and I'm finally out of this huge fog over my head, which leaves me to also saying that one of the benefits that I got was the brain fog. Oh my gosh, brain fog, so many days, so hard to get my work done. I no longer have brain fog. I no longer have fatigue where I would feel midday crash that I just literally was driving to pick up the boys and I wanted to fall asleep driving because of how tired I felt. The inflammation has gotten less. My anxiety has lessened. I still do have some anxiety here and there, but I am only 7 months on this journey and my anxiety has definitely improved. I used to have anxiety every single day, multiple times a day, so much so that I just had to take deep breaths and stop what I was doing because it was so strong in my body. I don't know how to explain it, that I just couldn't. And I no longer have that anxiety like I used to have. I have not gotten my thyroid checked. I will be getting that checked soon. I'm looking into a doctor now so I can try to make appointments. But I really think that I am slowly healing all of these things that I had prior to starting carnivore. So when I get asked what are the benefits and what motivates me to continue to eat the carnivore way, what motivates me is not feeling depressed. What motivates me is not having anxiety every day. What motivates me is actually feeling good and having so much more energy than I used to have before starting carnivore, because I have 3 kids and I have a family that I need to be here for. And because I want to be happy, because I want to live my life happy. And so people may judge a carnivore diet and tell you that it's too much of an elimination diet and that it's this fad diet and that you're going to die from this diet and all of these things. I highly recommend you research about it. You can check out some of the references that I put in my description below and really think, what is the worst case that can happen by doing this, even for a short period of time? And then slowly reintroducing foods if that's what you decide to do. Now, I tried it, like I said, with fruit. So far, it's not worked very well for me. I do the raw honey okay. I do the avocado okay. I did spaghetti squash not long ago, and I was okay with that. But overall, I am on a meat-based diet. And if it wasn't for carnivore, I don't know where I would be right now. So my advice, if you're looking to try it, give it a try. Do your research. And remember when you start that it's going to get harder before it gets better. And remember your why. I hope that this video helped. I hope that it gave you some insight onto why I started carnivore diet, why I continue to do a carnivore diet, why I continue to preach, why I continue to learn. Right now, I am reading a book on Sally Norton about oxalates, and it's just so interesting how a lot of doctors don't even connect that with a lot of the health issues. I'm still reading the book, but very, very good information. So check that book out if it is something that you want to look into. I hope that you have a beautiful day. I hope that you are on this carnivore diet and is healing your body. And if you have any other questions about my journey or just anything in general, please leave them in the comments and I would love to make a video and answer your questions. I hope you have a beautiful day. I'll see you again tomorrow.